today we are going to continue with the story of Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam. As you notice, it's a very long story that shows you how important this prophet is. Last week we ended where Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam went to visit Ismail, and he did not find him there, and he found his wife. But I'm going to rewind the story a little more. So I'm going to keep the suspense for a few more days, and you will find out what happened. But if we rewind the story, before Ibrahim even grew up, before even Ibrahim got married, there was a very big incident that happened in the life of Ibrahim alayhi salam with his son Ismail. And that is the story of the sacrifice. We cannot talk about the story of Ibrahim without talking about the story of sacrifice. When we say sacrifice, it is to give up that which you love the most. That is why in Ramadan we sacrifice our food, our drink, our sleep. You make a lot of sacrifices. And when you sacrifice something, Allah Azza wa Jalla will reward you. Habil and Qabil, when Allah asked them to make a sacrifice, you know the end of the story. If you sacrifice a lot, Allah will give you a lot. If you don't sacrifice, Allah will not give you anything. So the person has to learn how to sacrifice their time, sacrifice their wealth, sacrifice that which they love the most for the sake of Allah. The story of sacrifice goes as follows. Ibrahim alayhi salam, as you know, did not have a child for many, many years. Some of the scholars say he was 86 years old. Some say he was in his 90s. Allahu A'lam. But that's a very old man to have a child. Allah blessed him with Ismail, a child who was pious, who was righteous. So as the child was growing up to become a teenager, Allah Azza wa Jalla now decided to test Ibrahim. To test Ibrahim. Because Ibrahim started to show so much love to his son Ismail. He never had a child before. This is the only child he has as an old man. Of course, he loves the child very, very much. He started to show so much affection, love to the child. Allah said, now I'm going to test you. I'm going to test you to see whether you love this child more than you love me. I'm going to test you to see if I give you a command about this child, are you going to do it or not? And the command is not going to be easy. The test is not going to be easy. It is going to be something challenging, something very difficult. So I want to know clearly if you are going to obey me or not. And the challenge, the test, Allah showed Ibrahim in a dream. And we know that the dream of a prophet is wahi. It is revelation. Every time a prophet sees a dream, from the time of Adam to the time of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, a prophet, when they see a dream, that means Allah is talking to them directly. It is not from shaitan. It is not from their nafs. It is from Allah, talking to them directly. So Ibrahim, what he saw in his dream, that he had a knife and he was slaughtering his only child. Only child. He saw this in a dream. According to some historians, he saw the dream the first night. The next day he tried to ignore the dream. This is just a dream. A second night he saw the same dream again. Now he started to debate because he really did not want to do that. The third night, when he finally saw the dream again, he realized that this is from Allah. I have to take it very seriously. This is from Allah. Now he has to execute. He has to fulfill the command of Allah. What did he do? The first thing he did was the next morning he went to his son Ismail, who was a young boy at the time, maybe 9, maybe 10, 11, 12 years old. He was very little. And he told him, he said, Ya bunayya, inni ara fil manam anni azbahuka, fanzur madha tara. He had a conversation with his son to ask his opinion. He did not just come and grab him, tie him up, throw him on the ground, and took the knife. He said, Oh, my beloved son. He addressed him with love, with affection, with kindness. He said, Ya bunayya, inni ara fil manam anni azbahuka, fanzur madha tara. Oh, my dearly beloved son, I have seen in a dream, Allah showed me in my dream that I was slaughtering you. I want to know what you think about it. What do you think about it? What is your opinion? So even if you are the father, you're the mother, you discuss with people. You have mashura, talk to them, ask them what they think. He said to him, he replied, Ya abati fa'al ma tu'mar, satajiduni insha'Allahu min as-sabirin. Look at the son, look at this boy, Ismail. As we said a few days ago, when Ibrahim was making the dua, when Ibrahim was asking Allah to give him a son, he made a very specific dua. He didn't say, Ya Allah, give me any child, just give me a child. He said, Rabbi habli min as-salihin. Oh Allah, give me a righteous child, a good son, somebody who's pious, somebody who will submit to your will, somebody who will become a true Muslim, that whatever you command, he will accept it. That is the type of son I'm asking you, Ya Allah. And Allah gave him that son. He became righteous. He became pious. He feared Allah. He obeyed Allah. He obeyed his father. He said, Oh my father, Ya abati, if'al ma tu'maru. Do as Allah has commanded you. What did Allah command? Allah said, take a knife and cut my throat. Tomorrow we'll continue, inshallah.